Welcome students in online class for the subject physics for 11th and 12th science. Today we have to learn about definitions, formulae in terms of length, mass, time of various physical quantities in mechanics and properties of matter. We have seen the another quantity, that is power. So power is work per unit time, or to do the work in time called as power. So power is equal to force multiplied by distance upon time. So we know mass multiplied by acceleration multiplied by distance upon time. See here, mass multiplied by distance divided by time multiplied by velocity upon time. So time when we multiply, then it is mass multiplied by distance divided by time square multiplied by distance upon time. If we can multiply here distance and time, then it is mass multiplied by distance square upon time cube. That is the dimensional formula for power. So another physical quantity will be surface tension. So the definition of surface tension is force acting on length. Here 2L is given because there are two surfaces. So force is mass multiplied by acceleration divided by 2 multiplied by distance, because length is also distance. So here mass upon 2 multiplied by distance multiplied by velocity upon time. So we know that mass divided by 2 into distance multiplied by distance upon time multiplied by time. What happen? Distance get cancel, which is equal to mass upon 2 into time square. That is the dimensional formula for surface tension. So surface tension, it has formula mass upon 2 into time square. So another physical quantity which can be seen, that will be angular frequency. See here, angular frequency, which is square root of k divided by m. M for mass and k for force constant. We know from Newton's law of motion, force is equal to mass multiplied by acceleration. So mass is equal to force upon acceleration. Suppose this is equation 1, that is for m. Another, by definition of simple harmonic motion, force is equal to kx, where k is force constant and x is displacement. It is displacement. So that k is equal to force upon displacement. That is equation number 2. If we can divide k upon mass, so that force upon displacement upon force upon acceleration. So what happen? Force get cancel. So it is acceleration, because acceleration is taken in numerator, divided by displacement. So we can say that k upon m is equal to velocity upon time multiplied by distance. So that velocity is distance upon time multiplied by distance multiplied by time. So what happen? Distance get cancel, time and time. It will be k upon m is equal to 1 upon time square. So angular frequency its omega is square root of 1 upon time square, which is 1 upon time. So angular frequency omega is equal to time inverse. Time inverse or reciprocal of time is called angular frequency. Another physical quantity is seen, that is radius of gyration. Radius of gyration. Its definition will be, it is distance at which whole mass of body is supposed to be concentrated. That is said to be radius of gyration, and it has formula square root of ratio of moment of inertia upon mass. We know that moment of inertia will be product of mass into distance square divided by mass. What happen? Mass get cancel, square root of distance square, that is distance. So radius of gyration is nothing but distance. That is dimensional formula for radius of gyration. Another physical quantity will be seen is velocity gradient. So here velocity gradient, it will be the ratio of change in velocity divided by displacement. So here we know that change in velocity means velocity. So distance upon time multiplied by distance. So what happen? Distance get cancel. So its dimensional formula will be 1 upon time or time inverse. Means velocity gradient, it has dimensional formula time inverse. Another will be seen, that is coefficient of viscosity of liquid. So here coefficient of viscosity is seen in liquid as well as fluid. So here, according to Newton's formula, force is directly proportional to area and the ratio of change in velocity and to the displacement. So here F is equal to eta a dv upon dx, where eta is called coefficient of viscosity of liquid. So eta is equal to F upon a in bracket dv upon dx. F means mass multiplied by acceleration divided by area multiplied by distance upon time multiplied by distance or displacement. What happened? Distance get cancel. So here time upon 1, that is 1 upon time, is in numerator. So here mass multiplied by velocity upon time. Here mass upon area multiplied by velocity upon time upon or into 1 upon time. So time and time, it will be time square. So here mass upon distance square multiplied by distance upon time. See here, this time is on numerator, will be multiplied by time. So time get cancel. So velocity becomes distance upon time. So mass distance get cancel. Mass upon distance multiplied by time. That is the dimensional formula for coefficient of viscosity of liquid. Its definition will be viscous force. Viscous force per unit area. Viscous force per unit area per unit velocity. Per unit velocity gradient is called coefficient of viscosity of liquid or coefficient of viscosity. Coefficient of viscosity of fluid. So here in this coefficient of viscosity of fluid, so we know a Stokes law. Stokes law states that force is directly proportional to viscosity into radius and velocity. Means eta is viscosity of fluid, r is radius and v is velocity. So that F is equal to 6 pi eta r v. So here eta is equal to force upon 6 pi r v. So we can write force divided by 6 pi multiplied by distance, because radius is also a distance, multiplied by distance upon time. So this time is shifted in numerator. So here we can write as mass multiplied by acceleration multiplied by time. acceleration multiplied by time divided by 6 pi into distance multiplied by distance. So what happened here? Mass upon 6 pi multiplied by distance square multiplied by velocity upon time multiplied by time. So time get cancel. So here mass upon 6 pi multiplied by distance square multiplied by distance upon time. What happened? One distance get cancel. So here mass upon 6 pi multiplied by distance multiplied by time. This also a dimensional formula for coefficient of viscosity of fluid. So here we can say that 47, that is Reynolds number. We know that critical velocity R is equal to capital R Reynolds number into coefficient of viscosity density upon diameter. So here capital R is Reynolds number, coefficient of viscosity density, D is diameter. So we can find out about coefficient of viscosity, that is eta equal to force upon area multiplied by change in velocity upon distance. So here mass multiplied by acceleration divided by distance square multiplied by velocity divided by distance. Distance get cancel. So we can written as mass upon distance multiplied by distance upon time multiplied by acceleration is velocity upon time. Time get cancel. So here mass upon distance square multiplied by distance upon time. Distance get cancel. So mass upon distance multiplied by time, that is coefficient of viscosity. So critical velocity or R is equal to critical velocity multiplied by rho multiplied by d upon coefficient of viscosity. So critical velocity is distance upon time multiplied by density is mass upon volume multiplied by 2 times radius divided by mass upon distance multiplied by time. So here radius is distance, so we can written as distance square multiplied by mass multiplied by 2 divided by time multiplied by distance cube, because volume is length multiplied by breadth multiplied by height. So here multiplied by distance into time upon mass. So mass get cancel. Distance square and distance, that is distance cube get cancel. Time get cancel. So it is 2. That is the pure number. So that the dimensional formula or Reynolds number has no unit, no dimension. It is constant value. Another will be seen, that is universal gravitational constant. So here 48. If universal gravitational constant, so according to Newton's law of gravitation, we know that force is directly proportional to product of two mass and inversely proportional to square of the distance between two mass. So that force is equal to capital G capital M small m upon r square. So here force is equal to, or universal gravitational constant G is equal to force multiplied by r square upon mass multiplied by mass. So we know that force is mass गुणिले acceleration multiplied by distance square divided by mass multiplied by mass. So what happen? Mass get cancel. So here we can written as distance square upon mass multiplied by velocity upon time. So again we can written as distance square upon mass multiplied by time multiplied by distance upon time. So what happen? Here if we can multiply distance and time, so it is distance cube upon mass multiplied by time square. That is the dimensional formula for universal gravitational constant. Here we know that frictional force, that is mu into weight. So here mu is said to be coefficient of friction. We know weight is mg, that is mu multiplied by m into g. So mu is equal to force divided by mg. What happened? Force is mass multiplied by acceleration divided by mass multiplied by acceleration due to gravity. What happened? Acceleration cancel, mass cancel. So mu is pure number, has no unit, no dimension. And the another physical quantity in mechanics and properties of matter, that is force constant. Sometimes it is said to be spring constant. By definition of linear SHM, force is directly proportional to displacement from mean position. So force is equal to kx. Therefore k equal to force upon distance, so that k equal to mass multiplied by acceleration divided by distance, so that mass upon distance multiplied by velocity upon time, mass upon distance multiplied by distance upon time multiplied by time. What happened? Distance get cancel. So the spring constant or the force constant, that is ratio of mass upon time square, ratio of mass to the square of time. Thank you.